Hey YouTubers and friends, welcome back. Glad to see you for In the Shed with Ed, Prospecting 101. This is going to be a short video amendment to episode number 2, so call this 2.5, Prospecting Ethics. I wish I had a whiteboard behind me so I could diagram it or whatever, but if you're watching this, you're either a prospector or a wannabe prospector, and for those newbies and wannabes that are watching this, do not dig into banks. Do not follow gravels and undermine banks. Do not undermine live wooded shrubbery or trees. It can be tempting, believe me, it can be tempting, because a lot of times you'll see perfect gravels in the bank and those nice reddish stains, or a layer of like blue clay and river gravels just asking to be dug into the bank. Do me a favor, refrain from it. Actually, promise me that you won't dig into the banks and undermine banks. If you're able to dig in the wetted perimeter of the streams and rivers in your area, because it's up to you to know the rules and regulations in your area, at least stay a foot off the bank. At least, like Tennessee, it's a foot off the bank. And that's a good rule of thumb. There's, besides it looking bad on us to someone who is not in the know about our lifestyle or hobby, the general public would look at that and go, oh man, they're totally thrashing and uglifying the beauty of this area. Where if we work in the wetted perimeters and on scored gravel bars and stuff, winter melt off and floods are gonna reclaim what's left over, or we should fill our holes and reclaim our work anyways, without a doubt. But there's those that don't, and you know, underwater and stuff with dredging and stuff, it's good to reclaim it, and you should, and a lot of places it's a must. But whatever we do, floods and winter melt-off is going to take care of. Or spring melt, whatever you want to call it. When the gravels are moving in the stream and moving new gold in and redepositing while it reconfigures the whole river bottom. Not always the case in everywhere though, but that's a whole different story. But just stay away from the banks. Give yourself a real good green belt from the toe of the bank to shoot 10, 20, 30, 40 feet to a high bench or whatever. But if you have a good scored gravel bar, there you go, you're good. Some states you're not allowed to dig in the wetted perimeter during certain times of year, under the normal high water line or low water line. Like I said before, it's your responsibility to find out the rules and regulations for your state. I'm just trying to help on a little prospecting ethics. As an ambassador to my lifestyle, I feel I must. So, with that said, please, please, please do not dig into banks. Don't put your life at risk at dredging, undermining the banks, and making yourself a coyote hole. I know it can be tempting, but don't do it. Got a bucket of trash there I took out of the river that I about tripped over. But you understand where I'm coming from. Thanks for joining us. If you're not yet a subscriber and new to the Flash fam, please hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell. And hey, if you want to join as a channel member, click that join button and choose the tier that fits you. There's some small perks with that. More will be added later. Enough of that. Next episode, I'm going to be back on track with research and maps. I'll be doing that in my live studio where I can show you websites and stuff like that, and not out here in my shed. So until then, may you always have a flash in your pan. And you know what I always say, right? Right. Because you know it happens, and I look forward to it. I enjoy it when it does. Maybe one day too, I'll meet you on the river. But you know what? For now, I'm out of here.
Every day I want to bring their big flashes or pounds.
If you're not yet a subscriber and new to the Flash